Hello everyone, my name is Prakriti P. of a second year computer science engineering student studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, and today I'm here with a presentation for mathematics in CST stream, and my topic is Way Anova. So I will be discussing about the two-way ANOVA related concept with the meaning, what is two-way ANOVA, its uses, example, and when it is used, and how is the above used, and its assumptions, and how to perform two-way ANOVA. So let's get to know what is two-way ANOVA. ANOVA, or analysis of variance, is a statistical test which is used to analyze the difference between the means of more than two groups. So when is it used, or when it is used? It is used mainly when we have to find the mean of the quantitative variables according to its level or categories of variables. It can also be used when there are independent variables in combination and also affect the dependent variables. So its example is when we are doing some kind of it's a research. Um, uh, there's a type of fertilizer and a planting density which produces great crop yield in the field of experiment. So when we assign different plots in the field of combination of fertilizer type, example 1, 2, or 3, the planting density at 1 is low density and 2 is high density. So when we measure the crop yield in bushels per acre at a harvest time, you can use a two-way ANOVA to find the fertilizer type and plant density to have an effect on average crop yield. So this is one of the example which we can give for two-way ANOVA. So when is two-way ANOVA used? Two-way ANOVAs can be used mainly when there is collected data and there is also quantitative dependent variable or multiple levels of two categorized independent variable. So quantitative variable represents the amount or count of things which can be divided again. For example, it's like bushels of per acre in the quantitative variable because it represents the amount of crop it produces. So there are categorized variables and independent variables. So categorized variables represents a categories of things, and level is as an individual within the categorized variable, and the independent variable is which is independent. So for example, the fertilizer types like 1, 2, 3 at different levels are categorized variables. And the independent are which are not dependent variables. So these are the two categories where both the independent variables which can be categorized and the ANOVA, two-way ANOVA can be used instead of calculating. So how does two-way ANOVA test work? So two-way ANOVA test for a significance by using the F test for statistical significance. We can say that F test is a group-wise comparison test which is done to compare the variance in each group means to overall variance in a dependent variable. So, if the variance within the group, like the smaller the which is smaller than the variance between two groups, the F test can find a higher F value, and therefore a higher likelihood to find the difference observed as if it is real or not. So some of the assumptions of two-way ANOVA is homogeneity of variance, or which is also known as homoscedasticity, and independence of observations and normally distributed dependent variable. These are the three assumptions of uh, two-way ANOVA. So the next is how to perform two-way ANOVA. So the data set from our imaginary crop yield experiment, which includes the uh, observation of final crop yield and the type of fertilizer used or planting density or block in field. So this can be taken as an example where two-way ANOVA can be performed. There are many other fields, and the two-way ANOVA can be used in different examples or different parts of our life, which will also help us in many ways. So, with this, I would like to conclude my presentation. Thank you.